All right, guys, welcome to another episode of the Empowered Queen Show with your host, Marshea Mayfield. I am so super excited to have with me today LisaSteadman, guys. She is amazing. She is just amazing. So I just can't wait to hear the information that she has prepared for you today. She will be sharing with you. Now get this now. She will share with you how to ignite the it factor. How to ignite the it factor. Now, just a little bit about Lisa. She's a mentor for visionary women who are done, who are done wasting time, money, and energy. That's what Lisa does. So, Lisa, thank you so much for being with us today.
Oh my gosh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So, I just can't wait till you just tell us, how do you go about helping women to ignite the it factor?
Well, yeah, so let's first talk about what the it factor is, because I think some people may hear that and think they know what it means, but I want to be really clear for the purposes of our conversation today. So your it factor is those those unmistakable qualities that make you iconic, irresistible, inimitable. I'm a word nerd, so it is actually an acronym. The I words I just shared, iconic, irresistible, inimitable, that's the I. The T is really about your talent and tenacity. So your it factor is what makes you uniquely you. And sometimes as women, we are hiding our it factor. We don't want to seem too showy or too, bold, or we've been told to be quiet too many times in our life, or just calm down. Don't be so excited about things. And it's that it factor that lights us up. It's also that it factor that lights the world up. And so it's actually a gift that was given to us from beyond, whether it's your creator, the universe, whatever you particularly believe in, it's in you for a reason. It's not here to be dim. It's here to be shown and shared. So having an it factor and rocking your it factor is really what we're all here to do. And it's about finding the ways that feel good to show up and shine and share that.
I love it. Oh, wow. I love it, guys. So we definitely know, listeners and viewers, you know that today you are in the right place. It is time to show up and shine. That's the only way we can be empowered queens, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So tell us, how do you go about working with individuals, helping them to identify and to walk in their it factor?
Well, it's a personalized process, but the through line that really everyone starts with is understanding, and this may sound a little woo-woo, but it's really important, understanding your shadow sides. So we all have sides we're comfortable with. I see your tiara. You have queen energy that it seems like you're very comfortable with, and it suits you, and I love it. I'm very comfortable with my superstar energy and my cheerleader energy. So my brand personas that I'm comfortable with are those. However, if I only shared those and I only showed up in those energies, people might not feel my heart. They might not feel how deep my passion is. So it's these shadow sides, and my particular shadow sides are nurturer and artist, and we all have shadow sides, and this is the work I start with everyone that I have the pleasure and privilege of working with. It's really looking at the shadow sides. What are you hiding? So for women who are passionate healers, whether they do actual hands-on healing like Reiki or energy work or chakra clearing, or they just have a healer personality, a lot of times healers hide their maverick side because they've been told they're witchy or weird or wrong. And so it's that maverick side that when they allow themselves to unleash it, helps them show up in big and bold ways and helps their ideal audience, whether it's clients, customers, or even, people you want to date, to feel you and find you. I also find in working with women who have left corporate and are now in their own business, they've got this corporate kind of persona. So they're really comfortable being with this veneer of perfection. And maybe there's a side of them that's a little more unhinged and unleashed that they haven't yet expressed. So that might be an artist side, that might be a healer side, that might be a queen side, it might be a cheerleader side, like who knows? So, you know, I have these brand personas. I have a PDF that people can download at onlinebrandtraining.com. And this really helps you see, what am I leading with and how is it helping me? How might it also be hurting me because I'm really shoving my shadow sides in the closet?
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
And that makes so much sense. So what would you suggest a person do along with the PDF to kind of identify those shadows that we're hiding? You know, just give us one suggestion that you share with your clients.
Yes. So typically look at people you admire and there's a through line there. So, you know, people I admire, if I just come up with like 3 icons off the top of my head, and icons are different for everybody, but if my icons are the musician and singer Pink, because she's my girl, you know, Drew Barrymore, because I just love her, and Oprah, like, you know, a lot of us have Oprah. So if those are my icons and I look at, well, what's the through line for each of them? And the truth is, the thing I love most about, and this is specific to Drew and Oprah, is they're not just energetic and passionate. They lead with their hearts. You know, you feel their heart in everything they do. So always look to others, whether you're looking at an icon in the entrepreneurial space or a musician or an actress or an activist, whoever it is to you, and say, what is it about them that I admire that maybe is within me, but I don't yet know how to express it? So when I started looking at this heart piece and like, oh, Oprah's got a soft feminine mogul and I was leading with my rock star mogul, very Pink. I was very comfortable in that space. And I realized that even Pink is leading with her heart in her lyrics. So the through line for me was, I need to show my heart more. I need to show my vulnerability more. And it was when I started sharing more vulnerably on social media that I started to attract a different tribe. And it was a tribe that I knew I could really help and wanted to help. And I was the perfect person for them because I was now showing up as all of me. So in starting this process, look at those people you admire and ask yourself, what is it about them? What is the through line here? Am I embodying that? Am I hiding that? Do I aspire to that? And how can I start bringing that out into the world?
That's good. And that's really good, Lisa. And it's, again, so many women, we don't want to own that. You know, we know who we are, and it's okay that I'm that at home. I'm that, you know, behind the scenes. But when we get in the forefront of people, then it's okay to just play it safe. And so what you're saying is just to really own who you are, not only look at those idols and admire them, but how can this be me? How can I be an empowered person and truly own who I am? And so when you own that, Lisa, answer this question if you would. How do that affect a person's business and life when you begin to step out of the shadows?
It's the biggest shift I've seen, and I see it consistently, and it's just this beautiful aha moment that happens when a woman stops apologizing, you know, whether it's the size of her thighs, the wrinkles around her eyes, her age, her weight, her single status, her debt, like whatever it is. Like when a woman stops apologizing for all those stories and just says, oh my God, I'm actually awesome the way I am. And yes, I can improve, but I love myself today. It's like everything else kind of falls away. And what shows up is just this true self-appreciation. And this is when you aren't afraid of showing up anymore. And this is when, you know, I say to all of my clients, I say, people can't find you until they feel you. So how can you show up in a vibration where people can feel you so they can find you? And this is how we make that shift. Nothing else changes except the willingness to show up. And it's when people start feeling and finding you.
I love it. I love it. And I want to share a testimony here with me. Recently, I just actually recently began to start sharing this with people, my life, my history of, how I grew up and how the type of woman I was and all the things that hindered me from really walking into my gifts and my authority that God has given me. And so the moment I began to truly tell my story of being raped or being molested or being, a project child or being a single family home, and I recall my family calling and saying, why are you telling everybody this? Like, why are you putting this everywhere? And the moment that I did this is when the clients and the people began to like, Marshea, I never knew this, and it just opened up a whole new arena of people that I was able to touch and truly empower. Because at that point, I felt I had nothing else to hide. So I can truly relate with that vibration that you're talking about.
I love that. Beautiful.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So Lisa, as you support women, and I like that it's so precise and so clear. How do you help women as far as building their brand? Now, do you just do it necessarily on social media, or is it just overall the entire makeover of a woman? Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, it's really everything, but here's the truth is I have witnessed the cookie cutter approach to mentoring women, and there's a lot of coaches out there who have a cookie cutter approach. Go through my system and it's perfect for you, and do it my way. But you know what? We are all individuals. So my approach is that I'm really interested in knowing where you're at and what you need. So when I work with a client, we look at her as a whole brand, as a holistic being. And we say, what are, what are the pieces of the puzzle that are not elevated to where you want them to be? What needs an up level? Who are you becoming? So sometimes we're doing a photo shoot and I'm creatively directing that photo shoot. Sometimes we're doing a new website and I have a design team. I have photographers. I have virtual assistants. Sometimes we're doing a program or product launch because they've been in business. They just haven't done a mass marketed launch online yet, and they want to reach a broader audience. So it really depends on where women are at. And it's really important to me that we set individual goals so that we are giving her exactly what she needs, and she's walking away from doing the work, and she's enjoying the work along the way, saying, I'm feeling so seen and heard and supported, and this is exactly what I needed, rather than go do this, good luck with that. Oh, but I don't know how to do that.
I love it. I love it. I truly love it. And that is one of the ways that I honestly believe that we as women really truly become empowered. When you have women of your caliber and your status that's not only sharing with me or telling me, but you're showing me, living a good life in your business and your brand, and this vibrant creation that you have created that's just like a magnet. Lisa, the moment that I went on your website, and we'll share that with the listeners and the viewers, the moment I went there, I was intrigued. And not only just because you're so beautiful, but just the fact of your message, I could just see you loving life, and I could relate to that.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate that.
Yes. So tell us really quick before we forget your website, so we can make sure that the viewers can get that information.
Yes. So this is another tip for women in business. Be very easy to find. Don't make your website something cryptic or too clever that people will never find you. So all of my social media is at LisaSteadman. So that's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. And then I have a website, and it is my portfolio site because I've written books and I do a lot of media. So you can find that site at LisaSteadman.com. And then I also have resources, free audio trainings and other resources for entrepreneurs available at onlinebrandtraining.com.
And let me brag here, guys. I need a moment to brag. And I have that right because I'm an empowered queen.
Ooh, I love it.
I actually signed up for one of your trainings, and what I want the viewers to know, one of your resources. So I can only imagine with working with you as a client, the information that you give is so powerful and so influential that a person could really take massive action at the moment. And so
that's the goal. The goal is not to give you a nibble and go, good luck with that, because that's how we all stay stuck. And I don't have time for that. I want you all to take empowered action today.
So I'm sending you guys, take advantage of this offer that Lisa is providing to you all. I will have the information in the link at the very bottom. Take action, take action, take action, and really truly learn who you are and own who you are. And when you need, reach out to Lisa that you need help. Lisa, do you do consultations?
I do. And they can reach out to me, Lisa@LisaSteadman.com.
Take action, guys. Lisa, it has been amazing. Is there anything else that you would like to share with our listeners on today?
Yeah, I just want to share, because I don't think we talked about this, and this is very important. We're talking about taking action, which I love. So many of us have big dreams and we wonder why they never come true. And then we look at people outside of ourselves and go, how did they make that happen? So I have a very simple formula for how you make your dreams come true. And it's dream plus do. So if you hear something in this interview and you are moved to take action, I promise you taking that action will put you in the direction of your dreams. And just every day, even if it's a baby step, dream plus do to make your dreams come true.
I love it, guys. Dream plus do. We also will put that information at the bottom also. Now, this is what I want you to do. I need you to take action right now, guys. I want you to get in the comment, and I want you to let Lisa know how she served you. Let her know how she supported you. Any questions that you have, we could definitely get that information over to her, because as influencers, as leaders, your solutions matter to us. So we want to know, how can we continue to support you and continue to serve you? And Lisa, thank you so much for joining us today and for being here with us and sharing such valuable information. I really do appreciate that.
You're so welcome. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. All right, guys, we're about to call this call to an end. And unfortunately, I could talk to Lisa all day, right? I just love her. Like, check out her picture. She's got this pose going on. I absolutely love it. But, guys, we got to go. You guys know that I am Marshea Mayfield, the host of the Empowered Queen Show. And what I do is I help you to take your ideas and your gifts and those talents that you have, and I help you to monetize those things. And then you go over there to Lisa, and she teach you how to brand it, how to show up in the marketplace, and together we make major money, baby.
I love it.
I love it. All right, guys, so thank you. I got to get out of here. You all have a great and wonderful day.